Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Rondell Mitchell. On this video, I want to talk to you about something called the SMS Lead Network. And what it is it's actually a bulk SMS tool, and you can use this in all different types of marketing, whether you're a realtor, you might be a wholesaler, a real estate investor, um, an online marketer. It really doesn't matter what your field is. What your number one objective is, obviously, is to reach more people and to do it faster and to be able to reach them more cost effectively. So in this video, I'm going to actually show you how the software works. And also, one of the major benefits to this software is that there are no monthly fees. um, a lot of the real estate investing software that people are using right now to do bulk SMS are charging insane rates. Okay, and they're actually overcharging on the actual cost of the text messages as well. So, a lot of the services that I'm aware of that the realtors are using and the real estate investors, they're paying a monthly fee and they're paying over 2 cents per text. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now, the actual tool itself is called SMS Lead Network. Okay, now this is an affiliate program. So if you enroll in this program, not only will you be able to send out the SMS messages, but you'll also be able to earn a $100 commission on each referral. The actual cost of the program is $197 one time. Okay, now the additional $97 goes to the creator of the program. All right, so um, let me go ahead and show you how this works. So it's very simple. So in the event that you wanted to send out a bulk SMS broadcast, all you would have to do is first come over here on the contacts tab. Now you're going to have to create a contact list. Okay, so what you would do is you'd click here to create a contact list, and um, you'd give your contact list a title. So I just call this one Motivated Sellers. Okay, and then I click on Add Group. Okay, so now that you have your motivated seller group, if you've already skip traced your contacts and everything like that, and you have your CSV file, you could just simply come over here and click on Import Contacts. Now you'll click here. You can either drag it here or you can click here to go search for it. But what you want to do now is you want to find your leads. Okay, so you can click here on your leads, uh, find your leads folder rather. And what you're going to do is you're going to find the leads that you want to upload. So if you were looking for your motivated sellers, then you'd find your motivated sellers, so on and so forth. Okay, then you would add those in like this, and then you'd click on upload. All right, so now that you've uploaded your contacts, you need to match them to the proper folder, and you need to categorize what information is going to be available to you. So first thing I like to do is make sure that they're going to the correct folder. So let's find that folder we just created called Motivated Sellers. All right, so now we know that they'll be in the Motivated Sellers file, or folder rather. Okay, and then up here, obviously email is probably not going to be very important or relevant. It could be, depending on what you're trying to accomplish, but most people aren't going to need the email address. So I've just put that on skip. For the first name, I'll leave that there. Last name, you probably won't need it, and put it on skip. Then the phone number obviously is the most important thing that you're going to need, so you would leave that there. Now, depending on what type of data that you're uploading, all of the fields from your Excel sheet are going to be visible on your um, upload. So all of the fields that were in your Excel sheet are going to be visible here. So you want to make sure that you um, skip all of the stuff that's not pertinent to what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. Now, for real estate investors, the city and state might be something that you want to use, because you can add this information into your outbound message. So, for example, if you were contacting a motivated seller, you might say, "Hi, I see that you have. I'm contacting you about your home at 123 Easy Street in City and State, and I wanted to know if you would take an offer on your property." Okay, so if that's the case, then you could go ahead and enter this information. Just make sure it matches. That's all you have to do. Okay, make sure it matches. Okay, you see what I'm doing here? So address and city, then this one would be state, and so on and so forth. Okay, but everything else that you don't need, you would just basically skip it. Now, for all the online marketers out there, then obviously you probably wouldn't really need much of anything except for their name and the phone number so that you could send them your opportunity. All right, damn it. Okay, there we go. So once you get all the information that you need, you just go ahead and click on upload. All right, so now you can see here, when you see this particular message, it means that your upload is done. Okay, so now you can click on back to my account, and now you can actually contact those particular people. Okay, so let us go over here to where it says text phone broadcast. Okay, because we want to send out a text broadcast. All right, so you're going to scroll down here to where it says SMS broadcast. Now you're going to click here, and you want to do an entire contact group. Okay, so you're going to do an entire contact group. Now you're going to do what we just did previously, and you're going to come find that particular folder of contacts which you want to contact, which you want to reach out to. So I'm going to click on the motivated sellers folder here and click on continue. Now I have my contacts loaded up, so now the only thing that I need to do is send out my outbound message. So in the event that I was contacting a motivated seller, we already discussed this, but I want to cover this a little bit more. Down here you can see some dynamic codes. Now the dynamic codes will populate with the information for your whatever information that you included in your document will populate here. So if you want to use that person's first name, you could use it. For you to be able to use their address and things like that, you would just put the same name that was in the field in between these brackets. Okay, so for example, let's say you wanted to send out to such and such, and you say hi first name, and then you say my name is Dave, or whatever your name is, and I'm contacting you about your property at. So you might not want to include the city and state because you're limited to a certain amount of characters. I have 76 characters left. So I mean, if they own the property, they'll be familiar with just the address. So it's not necessary for you to put the city and state. So let's just say I'm contacting you about your property at 123 Easy Street, and I wanted to see if you'd be willing to accept an offer on the property. So you can see I ran out of characters with this. So how can you minimize the message that you just wrote and still get your entire point across with just one message? Because if you have to send more than one message, it's going to cost you more than one text message, one credit. So let's see. My name is Dan. I'm contacting you about your property at blah blah blah. You're going to have to just keep it, you're going to have to make it more simple in your message. So, would you accept an offer? It's very simple. So now I wrote, hi, first name, my name is Dan, and I'm contacting you about your property at 123 Easy Street. Would you accept an offer? Very simple. Now you still have 36 credits remaining. Because what's even more important than the message that you send is that you give them the opportunity to opt out. Because when you're sending out these messages, you need to give people a way to opt out from receiving any further correspondence from you, or you can get yourself in trouble. So now you see at the end here it says reply stop to end. So what that means is if they don't want to receive any more text messages from you, if they reply the word stop, they will be removed from your contact list. So now you're not going to get yourself in any trouble by sending text messages out to people who don't want to receive the text messages. Um, and then once you're all set, you can click on send messages. And once you click on send messages, this message is going to go out to however many contacts you had in your folder. So if you sent this out to 2,000 people, it'll go out to 2,000 people. If you sent it out to 20 people, it'll go out to 20 people. You just need to make sure that you have the amount of credits that you need, which leads me to my next point. The engine that powers the outbound text messages is called Twilio. Okay, we do have a secondary option also, and that secondary option is in the back office here. But you can see here that it's about a penny per text. So if you wanted to send out 10,000 text messages, it would cost you somewhere around $100. It might be a little bit less, but it's about a penny per text. Now on Twilio, they say it's like more like 8.5 tenths of a penny or something like that. But in order to keep it simple and easier to understand, I always tell people that it's a penny per text. All right. So now, once you go ahead and click on send, that message is going to be sent out to the contacts that you've um, uploaded. And then what's going to happen is you actually should have some type of number that they can reach you at. Uh, with 18 characters left, it's going to be tight. So I'm trying to think of an example of how you could do it. Okay. All right. Call. Okay. So that's about the most you can do. Now, if you're creative, you can reword this message. Um, and there's probably some type of templates and things like that you can find online for the real estate investors out there. But after you ask them if they would accept an offer on your property, you want them to contact you elsewhere. Reason being is because you want to. Reason being is because you want to be able to get them into a voice box. So if they call you on your number, you want that number to go to some type of voicemail. Or you can have them call you back directly. If you want them to call you back directly, you can leave it blank. And over here in Twilio, you can actually set this up where you can forward anybody who responds to your messages to any phone number that you want. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do that in this particular video. If you'd like me to show you how to do that after you purchase the SMS Lead Network, I'd be more than happy to show you how to set up your outbound messages in a very advanced way, where when someone calls your number back or they text you back, that they're going to get, it's going to automate the process. Let's just put it like that. So anyway, all the people aren't going to do what you tell them to do. So in the message that you send out, even if you say call me at this number to let me know, or even if you say text me, whatever, they're not going to always do what you instructed them to do in the message. A large majority of them are going to reply directly to the message that they received. Okay, so if they reply directly to the message they received, we have an inbox. So you could click right here on the inbox and then you can read the reviews. Now, I can just tell you firsthand that if you are sending out bulk text messages, you're going to get a lot of people who reply back the word stop. Okay, so instead of them typing the word stop to like they should have done, a lot of them will type the entire thing, like this. And if they type the entire thing, uh, it's not going to unsubscribe them, because that's not the keyword which unsubscribes them. It says reply stop to unsubscribe, not type the entire thing so that you can unsubscribe. This person typed everything that I wrote when all they needed to do was type the word stop. Okay, so then you can see here, I've got some people. See, this is why it's important that you are checking your inbox messages, because I have people here on this particular message that were interested in what I sent out. But it's been so long since I sent this particular message that I don't even remember what it was. But this is the Lord's Day on Sunday. Will you call on Monday if that's okay? But anyway, if you get people who reply back to stop sending the messages and they didn't type in stop directly, then you can just click here to unsubscribe that person. Okay, just like that. And now that person is gone. Okay. Um, all these other ones, you want to be reading them, because a lot of these people are going to want to talk to you about what you sent out. So now you can get into a direct conversation with them, and you can take this to your personal line. Okay, that way it'll be a lot easier for you to keep up with, because, for example, if you're sending out a text message to 50,000, 10,000 people, you're going to get a lot of responses. And if you're not thorough, some of those responses are going to fall through the cracks, and you're going to miss messages that potentially could have earned you some money. Okay, so whenever someone wants to talk to you, take it to your personal line. And then once you take it to your personal line, it'll be a lot easier for you to keep up with all of the messages that you have with people who are interested. Like, for example, these people here, the one who wanted to know what the investment was, and this guy said he's ready for more information. You definitely want to engage in conversation with these people. Now, this one here, this person says this is the wrong number. This is not whoever it was supposed to be. So, again, you can unsubscribe that particular number, because you don't want to be contacting that person. Um, but you know, the software is powerful. For $197, the software is very powerful. If you are in real estate investing in particular, the return on investment from one closed deal versus the 197 that you pay for this one time is insane. If you get a $20,000 assignment fee and you only paid $200 for this software, you can do the math on your return on investment. It's just ridiculous. Um, but even for those of you who are in home-based businesses and internet marketing, or whatever the case, a lot of you do big ticket businesses. If you're getting $2,000 a sale, $3,000 a sale, then it's very worth it. But since text message marketing is so inexpensive, you could even use this for lower ticket commission business opportunities, because it's only costing you 1 penny per text. So if you sent out a message to 10,000 people and your opportunity pays you, let's say $200 per commission, then if you get one sale, then you're going to double your investment, because you paid $100 to send out 10,000 text messages, and you're making $200 for every sale. So as long as you're making more than what you're paying to send out the messages, then obviously it's a good tool to use for you to market. Now, for those of you, I know a lot of you are going to have a lot of questions. You can leave your questions down below in the comments, and I'll get back to you usually within 24 hours, 48 at the most. Um, If you're interested in using this software and you have more questions on its capability, what else it is that you can do with it, feel free to reach out to me in the comments and we can do some type of private overview if necessary, and I can do a private Zoom conference with you and actually show you uh, the software. But I'm not going to give you an entire I'm not going to show you my entire strategy unless you buy it. Now if you buy this software, I will show you exactly how I use it in order to get sales. Okay. So if you have questions, leave them down in the comments. If you want to go ahead and get access to this tool, you can click on the link below in the description and it'll take you to the page where you can actually learn a little bit about the referral program that we have with this, and then also you can get signed up and everything, and then we can go through the necessary steps to get you using this and using it the right way. Again, you will need a Twilio account, and I can tell you in advance that if you create a Twilio account, Twilio is going to want at least $20 when you upload funds into your account. So every $20 you will be able to send out at least 2,000 messages. Okay. Now, for some of you, you're going to be sending out 2,000 plus messages a day. Okay. Especially the real estate guys. So just make sure that you understand that you are paying for the outbound messages. This software is not sending out outbound messages for you for free. You won't find a platform that you can send out text messages for free. You just won't. But again, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And if you guys need any help, just contact me in the comments, or I'll leave my number in the description as well if you have questions you want to talk about. But for the most part, I've explained what this thing can do. And if you plan on me showing you in like advanced techniques and so on and so forth, I'm going to need you to go ahead and buy the software, and then I'll invest my time into helping you learn how to set it up on a more advanced level. Okay, because there's a lot you can do with this, more than what I shared with you today in this video. So hopefully you got a little bit of value from what I shared with you here today. For all the real estate investors out there who are paying an arm and a leg for bulk SMS marketing, I highly encourage you to get access to the SMS Lead Network. I've been using this for over a year, and I've made lots of sales with it, and I've made lots of sales actually selling the tool as well. So, for all of you who know people who are overpaying for tools like this, you could refer them to this and you could earn a commission on this as well. Okay, so that's all for now, folks. I appreciate you watching my video. Again, this is Rondell Mitchell signing out, and I will talk to you on another video. Thanks for watching.